All right, I've got a lot of cautions in this video about not opening Soulstones, not collecting Donatello, not opening the Prism Shards until Friday because there's a bunch of things happening right now, and I feel like a lot of missed opportunities and the option to double dip or triple dip on events, and I feel like we kind of have to be careful with resources in the game. So we're going to get into all of that because we've got some announcements. Some of them are hidden all over the place. One about a double awakening boost event, and we got one about a Titan event, which is just for the perfect souls for Donatello. Now, if you've not done so already, click the link in the description and you're going to get Karato Fox Hunter right from this hunt, Ugo at level 15, Fane at level 30, Deacon at level 40, and then Michelangelo, when you lock in for 7 days, use the promo code Monkey King in the first 24 hours to get Sun Wukong. Let's go over all the events. A ton of stuff happening this week. This week, September 3rd, we're planning to launch the Smart Fella Titan event where you'll be able to get the perfect soul for Donatello. Now, when it comes to Donatello, I am not collecting him right now. I'm saving him. He can stay here forever. And this is going to be true for any character that shows up. So you can see that comes from Chimera. This comes from Siege. Also from logging in. This is from spending money and playing on PC. This right here is from playing in Doom Tower. I'm going to be saving these characters. I'm not going to be opening Donatello right now. I'm not going to be opening Donnie until there's some sort of an event. Champion summoning event. Somewhere that I can get more value, or a CVC. This is kind of the name of game. I have to treat my Soulstones and my Sacred Shards as a currency to do well in events which have rewards that I can count on. Where otherwise, when I talk about Sacred Shards or Soulstones, they're kind of randomized. So it's a lot of it is about using resources at a given time to get the most value. So this is starting on Wednesday, September 3rd, which is a couple days from now. Throughout the course, the Smart Fella Titan event, you'll be able to earn up to pizza points, 490. That goes from the 3rd to the 7th, 670 points from the 8th to the 14th, and 590 from the 15th through the 23rd. Maximum of 1,700 pizza points. You only need 1,500 pizza points to unlock all the milestone rewards. There you go. A 1, 3, and 5. So that is not super important to me to get all the reds on Donatello. If you want to try to get for a 5, there's going to be a cost. Myself, personally, I really like the top comment here. Top comment is exactly going for a 3-star soul without using any shards or any soul stones. That is going to be my goal. I want to save my sacred shards for some sort of, when I can get Raphael, whatever, I don't know. So I got 21. Then also I want to save these altar souls and let me move the QR code out of the way. I got 199. I got to save them because I don't really want to expend them on this where, Donatello's kit kind of lends to, 1 or 3 would probably be fine. 5 is always better. I get that, but I don't really, well, you can make a case for a 5. I'm just worried about not getting the 4-piece of the turtles because we really don't know how that's going to be. Now, there's some relics right here. And I also, before we go on to the relics, which we are going to go over, there also is another thing came out. It says also starting Wednesday, they were planning an Awaken Boost event. You had double chance to summon a 4/5 Syrinxor with Mortal Soulstones. Please know this boost only opposes the soul rank regardless of rarity. No. Unless I can double dip or triple dip or I'm going to get some sort of guaranteed legendary. And right now I'm so paranoid about getting all 4 turtles. I got 2. I'm going to get the other 3. Till I know how I can get the other 3, I don't know how important this is. And I got to view this as currency. And the reason why this is of high importance is there's these deck of fate. There's these events, right? And some of them will require, and this is a multiple, right? So please understand, 450 Mortal Stones or 45 Immortal Soul Stones or 10 Eternal Soul Stones. So, and I guess that right there, multiply that by 10, 90 plus 190 plus 190 is 280. So I'm nowhere near 450. So this is going to make events like this one right here. These are the Sand Devil ones. You know, they almost always have these. And this is also for the Prism Shards, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But I need these. I need these for currency for some sort of event. If we're going to be going into an event where we're going to get a guaranteed Raphael by opening these, and it's some multiple that I just stated right there, well, I need to save them. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending tens of thousands of energy to make that happen. And so I would be more comfortable right now if I had some sort of multiple of that number of 45, 450 or 45 of these or 10 of these, and, doing the exchange, a combination of that. I would feel a lot better. I would feel a lot better. Now, there are some relics in there, and I do have some moderate interest in this. We got the Saint Xavier's Tribute and Last Laugh Amulet. This is an epic, and then this is a rare, and I have moderate interest in both of these. Maybe, I like to have one of each, I guess. Whereas a 30% chance to activate delay effect when receiving fatal damage, and delay is actually pretty cool. Actually, I think this could be pretty useful. Let's see, the delay effect will prevent a champion from receiving fatal damage. Cool. Instead, delaying the action to their next turn. So they don't die when they take the damage. They die when they take a turn. All right. A champion under delay effect can still be killed by enemies on their turn. So if you take fatal damage and then the enemy hits you again, you're dead. But if you can get healed, if a champion under the delay effect receives healing from somewhere else, right, to the amount of the delayed damage, they will not receive any damage on their next turn. They receive some healing, but not enough to equal the value of the delayed damage. They will receive the amount of delayed damage remaining. If champion does not receive any healing for the next turn, they receive all the fatal damage when their next turn starts. Pretty cool. Also worth mentioning is that don't count on this. I count on about half of that, but this is of high interest. So that's the way that works. I'm going to probably get, because we're not getting to 5. I don't have any 5s. Is that 5 or 6? I don't have any 6s. I barely even have any 5s, let alone 4s. It's just not happening. So this doesn't matter because I doubt I'm going to get them that high. The other one is a little more interesting to me, attack accuracy. So we're going to get part of this accuracy super. I would be more interested if it was accuracy and attack the other way around, because this one's going to be easy to get. 15% chance of placing Veil buff on themselves for one turn, and then the turn chance increases for 5% for each of 15% HP loss. That's kind of a pretty cool mechanic, specifically in Hydra. But Veil is going to make them not targetable, so it's like a stealth, and it actually reduces AoE incoming damage as well. I've got it right here. Veil 2 versions, Veil and Perfect Veil. Champion on this buff cannot be targeted, so they're like under stealth. All remaining champions on a team have an active Veil or Perfect Veil buff. The enemy will not be restricted in targeting a specific champion. So if they're all stealth, you can target whatever. Veil buffs will be removed when the affected champion uses an active skill, but the Perfect Veil buffs will not be removed. Also, Veil and Perfect Veil buffs decrease incoming damage from AoE. 7.5 and 15. Finally, it can't be stolen. It's also super useful in the Hydra. One of the blue head, I don't remember the name of which of the heads. When you hit him, like even with AoE, and you don't have the Veil, you get fear. So like that's why going into Hydra with like Rector Drath or something like that puts out the Veil is kind of a big deal, because when you have that fear go up, then you have like a 50% chance of missing your turn, which is not fun at all. So let's talk about some other things that are going on, and I guess we got to talk about Prism Shards. So I'm going to be opening Prism Shards. Prism Shards are more certainly a heavy spender thing right here. I'm probably going to drop $100. So a couple things. The window to purchase them is different than the window to open them. So I'm going to be purchasing them now. Because I want to open them at the end. And the reason I want to open the event is that I believe that tomorrow they're going to be announcing some events, and I'm hoping for a champion summoning event, because there's a lot of things that we're expecting to be happening, but we won't know until tomorrow. Now, if we get that information tomorrow or the next day, and that's not the case, then I'll open them now before the event. But right now, I'm going to open I'm not going to open them right now, but I'm not going to wait until Friday either. I'm gonna purchase them now and then wait till Friday to open them. You see the window is different. I gotta also say this is a super heavy spender type of thing. Be prepared to spend $100 and maybe not get anything. Of course, I'll be looking for Raphael or Leonardo. I guess I could use a second dot in Tunnel, and then if April looks like she's going to be very good in Arena, and there's some other stuff that's have a reasonable amount of interest, but you know, in reality, I could be opening all epics. Also, just to wrap up everything that we're talking about, clan versus clan. This is the not personal one, starts in 7 days, and then there is an expected 2x summon start in 3 days, which lines up with Friday. So I want to see how that works and see if there's anything of interest. I think we've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. So if you've not done so already, click the link in the description or scan the QR code and you can have fun min-maxing and having a blast in Raid Shadow Legends. You can absolutely do very well in this game just by playing efficiently, going through like a lot of the things I said right now. 3 legendaries, 3 epics. Use promo code Monkey King in the first 24 hours. Log in for 7 days to get Michelangelo. And if you use the QR code and the link, then you'll get another legendary and 3 more epics. Great time to start playing. Bye for now.